I'm Terri Savelle, your cheerleader of dreams. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to our podcast, just push the little button right there that says subscribe so you can get consistent teaching tools and tips to live your dreams. In fact, today I want to talk to you about how to turn your clutter into cash. Turn your clutter into cash. You may not even realize that clutter is costly. It's costing you more than you even realize. It's costing you stress, anxiety. When you just have a constant nagging feeling of all the clutter around you, do you know it's actually draining you of energy and stealing your peace? Clutter actually causes us to be demotivated. Instead of motivated to live our dreams, it's draining us. In fact, I read something about how clutter actually costs you in relationships. Because when you're embarrassed of the condition of your home, then you tend to not invite anyone over. In fact, I thought this was kind of funny. They did research on kind of like how long it would take you to get your house clean and in order to have someone over. And it was all these random statistics like 65% said 4 hours or less, 7% said 24 hours, 6% said 40 or more hours to get my home cleaned up. But 11% said I would never invite anyone in my house, ever. So it's costing us relationships. It's costing us more than we even realize, even sleep deprivation. When we have clutter all around us, we don't even realize that it's causing us to have less sleep. We're not having like the best sleep because we just have that constant nagging. Well, I want you to realize today that it's costing you financially in ways you may have never thought of. In fact, I want you to listen to some of these areas that are costing you financially because of clutter. Depreciating cars. 25% of Americans have a 2-car garage, but they can't park their cars inside because of all the stuff in there. Well, that means your car is parked outside and it's getting all the elements of the weather, which causes them to depreciate in value. Another one is late bills and fees. 23% of Americans don't pay their bills on time and incur late fees because they can't find their bills. So think of all those late fees that are adding up month after month, just draining our wallets. Another one is buying duplicate items. When you have stuff but you just can't find it, like those AA batteries or socks or flashlights or whatever, so you run to the store and you buy more. So we're wasting money because our stuff is just unorganized. Another one is eating out too often. When kitchen counters are just messy and it just grosses you out, so you eat out. Now, this was a big one, and I shared this on a previous podcast, but it was about storage units. This one just shocks me because 50% of Americans say their number one top resolution for every year is to save more money. However, 69% of Americans do not have $1,000 set aside in an emergency savings. 69% do not have $1,000. But 1 in 10 Americans spends $1,000 a year renting storage units to house our junk. So we have $1,000, but we're using it to store all the clutter that most of the time we don't need, or we don't even realize what's in there. We forgot what's even being stored. Now, I don't want to assume that all of your stuff is junk and clutter in the storage unit. I don't mean to offend you with that. But you might be thinking about stuff that you're going, seriously, I haven't even looked at that in years. I could cash in on this and start building my savings account, knock out some credit card debt, go on the family vacation when I get rid of the clutter. So there's all these different ways. In fact, I thought it was interesting how eBay did this research, and this is what they found. The average household has more than 50 unused items in their home worth approximately $3,100. You could have over $3,000 in your home just taking up space that you don't even need. What could you do with an extra $3,000 in your hand? Think about that. So I want to give you a few ideas. Just like the Italian Rosetta Stone that's never been opened. You can't speak Italian. Sell it. Or the stationary bike that's remained stationary. That Bowflex machine in the garage. Get rid of that stuff. You can sell it and make some money. And like I said, make a dent in that credit card debt. So these are some of the ways you can cash in on your clutter. I'm just going to go through these pretty quick, but I just want to give you some ideas. Obviously, there's the local online sites. Things like Craigslist. Those are great for big items like furnitures and washer and dryer and refrigerators, bicycles, things that are too big to ship. Of course, there's global online sites. Those are places that are ready and willing to come and sell your stuff. There's garage sales. That's the quick, easy go-to. When you want to make some cash really fast, have a garage sale. purge your stuff. And of course, the key to a good garage sale is advertising, and especially online nowadays. Don't rely just on the signs out in your yard, because not everybody's going to pass by. But you put an advertisement online and you're going to draw people from surrounding cities. Consignment shops, auctions, antique stores, pawn shops, Facebook pages. There's so many ways you can cash in on your clutter. But I wanted to just mention a few things that you may not have thought of that you have laying around the house that you can make some money on. Now, this one I thought was pretty interesting is gift cards. Now, if your birthday or maybe your holiday included getting more gift cards than cash, listen to this. You may want to trade those in and get some of the much needed cash. There are places who will actually take your gift card and give you about 93.4% of the value of the gift card. Now, the reason I say this is because I never knew this, but the gift card industry is around $120 billion with a B at this time, with approximately $750 million in gift cards that are unredeemed every year. Not just total, like since they started gift cards, every single year, $750 million in gift cards are unredeemed. So think about those gift cards that are just in your wallet, they're in a drawer. Go get those and find these sites so you can sell them and get some money and pay off that Visa. Books, CDs, DVDs. You can go to certain stores and cash in on those books that are just stored in the garage somewhere. Of course, clothing. You can sell some of your clothes online. In fact, there's some places who will come to your house, you get your clothes out, they'll package it up, send it off, and send you the check. That works for me. Electronics, iPods, laptops, iPhones, digital cameras, things like that. Ink cartridges that are just taking up space in your office. Furniture, gold. In fact, I had a friend who I told her, you should go to these gold parties. So she went to a gold party, sold all this jewelry that was just stored in her jewelry cabinet, not using it. She made enough cash to buy her son a nice, gently used car for his 16th birthday. Just selling stuff around the house. So there's all kinds of stuff, of course, the jewelry, the musical instruments, and do you still have Aunt Myrtle's piano, but no one plays it, and this big elephant is just taking up space in your foyer? But now it's turned into storage, like you have the backpacks on top, your coats laying across the piano. Sell that monster. If you don't have the sentimental value to it, sell it and use it to reach some of your financial goals. In fact, I want to challenge you to set a financial target. Write it down and keep it before your eyes. And as you start decluttering your house and you start chunking away at that financial goal, I'm telling you, you are going to be so inspired to do like this clean sweep of the house. You're going to move things out, but you're going to move some cash in. So I hope this helps you. I've got lots of more tips. In fact, I want to give you a free download of chapters 1 and 2 of my brand new book, Declutter Your Way to Success. All you got to do is click the link in the description to get your free download, chapters 1 and 2. You're going to discover benefits that you never knew existed that are just going to bring you so much peace. I believe the anxiety is going to be lifted. The stress will be gone. You're going to discover all these different reasons that will give you the ambition you need. Maybe you've lacked the ambition to really get started. I'm going to give you a practical way to get started so you're not overwhelmed. You're excited about it. So if you're enjoying that, click the link and get the 2 free chapters absolutely free. And also share this with a friend. Push the little subscribe button so I can keep you motivated to live your dreams. And follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.